Hello my YouTube friends, it's your old buddy Magnum over at Magnum Videos, and welcome to our Tuesday food and cooking video. We're going to do something a little bit different tonight, but first we're going to go back in time a little bit, like almost 100 years. In 1919, a young man named Roy W. Allen set up a stand in Lodi, California on the side of the road and started selling root beer that he had made from a recipe and a formula that he had purchased from a pharmacist. And it was very popular, and in a very short time he set up more stands and expanded his operation to Stockton and Sacramento. And then in 1920, although some sources say 1922, he partnered with another young man named Frank Wright. And the two of them used their initials of their last names and created A&W Root Beer. Then the company continued to grow. They started selling restaurant franchises. In 1963, they bottled it and it became available in grocery stores. So we are going to do something tonight with the legendary A&W root beer. And before we do that, if you remember going to an A&W root beer stand when you were younger, leave a comment down below. Tell me about it. Tell me where it was. What did they have car hops? How were they dressed? And just tell me whatever you remember about that. So meanwhile, getting back to our show for this evening, we're going to go into the Magnum kitchen and we're going to create something with A&W root beer. So let's go. I want to thank the manager of the A&W in Belton, Missouri for her generosity in providing this authentic A&W mug so that we could have a little bit more authenticity in our video. So we're going to make what's called a root beer float. Now this is not an ice cream soda. It's not a black cow. It's not a brown cow. It's not a snow white. It's not a purple cow. It's not an orange whip. This is a root beer float. So we start out with a little bit of root beer, a scoop of vanilla ice cream, maybe a scoop and a half, a little bit more root beer, and the idea is to let the foam come up above the top of the mug. And there we have it. Now we serve this with a spoon and a straw, and we're done. Let me take a little taste and see what I think. Tastes just like they used to taste. Now, they always fall down a little bit, so we're going to add a little bit more root beer to perk that up. And there we have it. So next time we will talk about something else other than a root beer float. But eventually, if we get back to root beer floats, we may do a purple cow, an orange whip, a snow white. We might even do an ice cream soda, which is totally different. So until I speak with you again, and even after that, you stay focused.